Oke, halo, selamat selamat siang, dengaran ya. Oke, selamat siang untuk para peserta webinar kita hari ini. Selamat datang,
Siang.
selamat datang, selamat bergabung di acara webinar kita hari ini yang diselenggarakan oleh Cerdas Bangsa College bekerja sama dengan University of International Business and Economics yang kita kenal dengan nama yang kita biasa sebut dengan nama UIBE, ya. Kami sangat antusias untuk bertemu eh, atas kehadiran teman-teman sekalian, untuk orang tua juga dan seluruh peserta yang ingin menjelajahi tentang pendidikan yang berkelas dunia, ya, bersama UIBE. Dan UIBE ini adalah salah satu universitas terbaik di China dengan memiliki berbagai keunggulan. Nah, sedikit background dulu ya untuk mengenai UIB ini. UIB ini sudah berdiri lebih dari 60 tahun dan UIB telah memantapkan dirinya sebagai pemimpin global dalam pendidikan bisnis dan ekonomi. Nah, UIB sendiri juga mendapatkan berbagai akreditasi internasional. Ada 4 akreditasi internasional yang menjadikannya universitas bisnis terbaik di dunia. Nah, uh, akreditasi itu adalah salah satunya adalah IQUIS, AACSB, CAMEA, dan juga EMBA. Nah, ini adalah 4 akreditasi yang membuat UIB menjadi jajaran elit sekolah bisnis dunia. Oke. Nah, dalam peringkat global, UIBE juga secara konsisten menduduki posisi teratas di mainland China dalam bidang bisnis dan ekonomi, menjadikannya pilihan utama bagi mahasiswa internasional yang mau belajar tentang bisnis dan ekonomi. Salah satu universitas pilihannya itu adalah UIBE. Oke. Nah, untuk acara kita hari ini akan dibagi menjadi beberapa bagian. Oke, untuk yang sesi pertama akan akan ada sharing dari Pak Tanjung selaku uh, CEO dari Cerdas Bangsa College yang akan membagikan tentang seluk-beluk mengenai sekolah ke China seperti apa. Nah, bagi teman-teman yang mau cari informasi, nah nanti bisa dengerin juga dari sharingnya Pak Tanjung. Nah, bagian kedua akan ada sharing dari Dr. Ivan. Nah, Dr. Evan ini adalah Admission Director dari UIBE langsung. Nanti teman-teman juga akan akan mendengarkan sharing dari dia. Uh, uh, Dia akan membagikan banyak informasi mengenai sekolah UIBE. Nah, nanti kalau ada yang mau bertanya langsung, bisa juga. Nanti kita akan ada sesi ketiga untuk sesi tanya jawab Q&A session. Oke. Nah, nanti bisa bertanya langsung kepada Dr. Ivan juga atau kepada kami. Nah, oke, kita uh, langsung mulai aja deh ya untuk acara kita hari ini, untuk acara webinar kita hari ini. Em, saya mau persilakan kepada Pak Tanjung untuk sharing yang pertama. Silakan Pak Tanjung. Masih di mute Bapak?
Halo, ya, terima kasih
Oke,
Pak Yoko.
sip.
Ya, halo teman-teman, selamat siang semua ya. Terima kasih udah hadir di acara webinar kami. Hari ini kita ingin memperkenalkan suatu sekolah yang unggulan di bidang ya, Business and Economics ya, yaitu UIBE, letaknya di Beijing. Mudah-mudahan informasi ini bisa menambah pilihan ya kepada adik-adik yang mau kuliah di China. Ya, mari kita mulai ya. Saya share screen. Sudah terlihat? Apakah sudah terlihat?
Iya, sudah.
Sudah ya. Oke, yuk
Hmm.
mari kita mulai ya. Welcome to Study in China webinar ya. Hari ini topik kita adalah tentang University of International Business and Economics UIBE ya. Mari kita mulai. Eh, Webinar ini kami disponsori oleh Bank of China. Ya, jadi pertama-tama kami memperkenalkan siapa cerdas bangsa. Kami ya cerdas bangsa. Kami adalah konsultan pendidikan sejak tahun 2000 ya, dan dipimpin oleh Profesor Maharani PhD atau biasanya dikenalnya dengan Chen Lao Shi ya. Acara hari ini adalah siapakah cerdas bangsa. Kita ingin memperkenalkan dulu cerdas bangsa. Lalu kenapa why study in China dan why in UIBE. Kenapa harus UIBE ya. Lalu bagian kedua diisi oleh representatif dari UIBE yaitu Dr. Ivan Sarafanov. Ya, beliau adalah Admission Director di UIBE. Lalu yang ketiga, acara tanya jawab. Kalau ada pertanyaan, bisa ditanyakan dengan raise hand atau dengan mengetik di chat ya. Boleh disampaikan dalam bahasa Indonesia atau dalam bahasa Inggris ya, karena nanti Dr. Ivan akan membawakannya dalam bahasa Inggris ya. Jadi Anda boleh langsung tanya kepada beliau dalam bahasa Inggris ya. Atau Mandarin juga boleh. Beliau Mandarinnya 很好,非常好 ya. Oke, siapakah cerdas bangsa? Kami sudah berdiri sejak tahun 2000 ya, berarti sekarang sudah 25 tahun ya. Sudah lebih tua daripada adik-adik yang mau sekolah ke China ya. Rata-rata kan umur kalian 18 tahun gitu ya. Lalu kepala sekolah kami Chen Ilan Lause ya. Terus di kami di Cerdas Bangsa kegiatannya banyak, diantaranya ada membawa murid-murid studi ke China ya. Lalu kami ada kelas-kelas Mandarin, baik teenager maupun dewasa maupun orang kerja. Lalu kami ada company training untuk perusahaan-perusahaan, karena sekarang perusahaan itu banyak sekali yang pengen menguasai bahasa Mandarin ya. Lalu institutional training berarti kami mentraining institusi-institusi negara ya seperti keimigrasian, uh, dinas pendidikan dan lain-lain. Lalu kami juga adalah offshore campus ya, kampus yang di luar negeri China, di luar China itu di tempat kami. Kami adalah offshore campus untuk 3 universitas. Nanti kami jelaskan di bawah. Lalu kami juga memberikan bimbingan HSK, Hani Shibing Kausi, supaya adik-adik yang mau ikut ujian HSK bisa mencapai targetnya. Ya, lalu kami juga ada bimbingan persiapan kuliah. Jadi kami adalah 3 opsi kampus ya, yaitu opsi kampus untuk Partial University, kami sudah menambahkan sarjana 7 angkatan, master sudah 5 angkatan. Lalu offshore campus untuk Capital Normal University itu adanya di Beijing. Ya, kami sudah menambahkan sekarang sudah lebih dari segini ya, sudah 20 lebih angkatan yang berhasil kami berangkatkan ke sekolah ke China. Program ini adalah 1 tahun di Cerdas Bangsa College Jakarta, lalu kuliah lagi tambahan 3 tahun di Beijing di sekolahnya di China Normal University ya. Dan 3 tahun ini sudah bebas uang sekolah, sudah dapat beasiswa ya. Lalu yang terakhir kita ada offshore campus dengan sekolah UIBE ya, kami ditunjuk sebagai tempat penyelenggara foundation pre-university di Indonesia ya. Saat ini murid kami yang sudah berangkat sekolah ke China kurang lebih ada 4 ribuan murid ya. Lalu yang berhasil kami bimbing dan lolos HSK sesuai target mereka sudah ada sekitar 800 orang. Lalu berikutnya why study in China ya. Tadi kita sudah bahas di depan bahwa kita akan mengcover topik ini. Kenapa kita harus sekolah di China? Kenapa tidak sekolah di negara lain atau di Indonesia gitu ya? Apa sih kelebihannya sekolah di China gitu kan? Nah, di China yang paling pertama, yang paling penting adalah kualitas pendidikannya di China itu sangat baik ya, dan semakin baik setiap tahun. Anda bisa lihat di peringkat-peringkat internasionalnya, sekolah-sekolah ranking sekolah China itu meningkat pesat sekali ya. Lalu tentunya kita semua tahu ya, kita menguasai bahasa Mandarin, ya itu akan terbuka peluang karir yang sangat baik. Lalu kalau kita mau bekerja sebagai bisnismen pun peluang bisnisnya sangat besar. Karena China itu adalah pabriknya dunia, ya kan? Jadi kita bisa ekspor impor menjalin hubungan bisnis apapun dengan pihak China. Lalu China itu adalah negara dengan mahasiswa asing terbesar di dunia, ya. Orang dari hampir seluruh dunia ada hadir di China. Sekolah UIBE aja punya mahasiswa asing lebih dari 100 negara. Satu sekolah saja sudah punya mahasiswa asing lebih dari 100 negara. Ya, jadi kalau Anda pintar bergaul, ya, Anda bisa punya teman di mana saja di seluruh dunia. Plus teman-teman yang cukup hangyo ya, teman-teman di Chongguo, di China gitu ya. Nah, teman-teman ini nanti akan berubah menjadi aset buat kalian, menambah jaringan kerja, networking gitu ya. Lalu karena di sana itu mahasiswa asingnya banyak, Anda bisa belajar banyak dengan pergaulan dengan mereka. Kamu jadi mempunyai pandangan yang lebih luas, lebih internasional, wawasannya lebih luas, ya. Ah, kan orang Indonesia suka bilang mainnya kurang jauh gitu kan. Nah, maksudnya menceritakan bahwa dia itu pandangannya sempit, ya mainnya kurang jauh. Nah, kalau kita sudah bergaul dengan banyak orang, sudah mengenal lebih luas, ya wawasan kita jadi luas gitu, pandangan kita tidak sempit lain lagi ya gitu. Lalu biaya kuliah di China itu masih sangat murah, bahkan setara atau lebih murah daripada kuliah di Indonesia ya. Biaya hidup China juga murah. Makan juga murah karena kita makan di kantin sekolah itu disubsidi oleh kampusnya, jadi biayanya jadi murah ya. Uh, Kadang-kadang kita tuh menghitung kurang cermat sehingga kita pikir kuliah di Indonesia lebih murah ya, karena kuliah di Indonesia itu banyak yang tidak terhitung. Misalnya dia tinggal di rumah, tidak terhitung dormitorinya berapa duit, ya kan? Sedangkan kita di tempat lain kan pasti harus sewa dom. Ya, tinggal di rumah sebetulnya ada biaya kan? Tinggal di rumah, eh, sewa kamarnya tidak dihitung, pakai air tidak dihitung, listrik tidak dihitung, ya, makan di rumah tidak dihitung, minum segelas air pun tidak dihitung. Padahal kalau di sana kita harus beli itu air, nggak bisa main ambil aja dari kulkas, ya kan? Lalu transportasi, kita mungkin pulang pergi di Indonesia diantar oleh supir, oleh koko, oleh papa, nggak terhitung biayanya berapa. Jadi kira tidak ada biaya, padahal ada biaya, ya kan? Misalnya taruh Anda sehari itu pergi pulang pergi naik Grab, ya taruh 75.000 saja, pergi 35 ribuan, pulang 35 ribuan, pergi kuliah. Taruh 1 tahun kita ada kuliah 250 hari. Coba kalikan saja, itu sudah berapa puluh juta. Itu udah cukup buat beli pesawat terbang, bahkan ada sisanya lagi untuk kita ke China sekolah, pulang pergi. Setahun punya tiket, masih lebih murah daripada kita setiap hari tidak terasa 75.000, 75.000 gitu kan. Nah, jadi ada biayanya tapi tidak terhitung. Maka itu kita merasa, oh di Indonesia lebih murah. Lebih murah karena banyak yang tidak terhitung. Ya, kalau mau banding harus apple banding apple, baru fair, baru baru kelihatan angka yang sebenarnya. Ya, lalu kita sekolah di sana, kita belajar budaya dan bahasanya tentunya ya. Nah, bahasa ya tentu penting, kita mau bekerja sama perusahaan multi corporation dimanapun, baik itu perusahaan bule atau perusahaan China atau perusahaan Indonesia, rata-rata sekarang meminta requirement-nya adalah harus bisa berbicara bahasa Mandarin. Ya, mm-mm. Kalau zaman saya dulu, orang tuh harus bisa bicara bahasa Jepang atau bahasa Jerman. Ya, kalau sekarang generasi kalian adalah bahasa Mandarin, gitu ya. Lalu budaya. Budaya ini sangat penting karena kalau kita mau membangun interpersonal yang baik, ya kita mau punya hubungan pribadi yang baik, kita harus bisa klik di pergaulan dong, ya kan? Klik dengan uh, uh, dengan orang yang mau kita jadikan target untuk terjadi hubungan baik gitu ya. Nah, jadi kan kadang-kadang kita ada bahasa ngomongnya nggak nyambung. Kenapa nggak nyambung? Ya karena bahas budayanya nggak match, nggak ketemu gitu loh. Ya kan bahas budaya, kearifan lokal atau kita sebutnya apa ya namanya ya aspirasinya, inspirasinya itu nggak nyambung gitu ya. Jadi kita suka bilang ini nggak nyambung ini gitu ya, nggak klik gitu loh. Nah jadi kalau kita belajar ke sana sekolah, kita punya teman, kita bergaul, kita jadi tahu gitu loh budaya mereka, kebiasaan mereka. eh, eh, jadi nanti ke depannya itu akan menjadi aset ya, menjadi skill, soft skill buat kalian untuk lebih maju dalam karir maupun dalam bisnis ya. Lalu karena di sana kalian tuh udah semuanya serba sendiri ya, jadi kamu belajar hidup mandiri. Dengan hidup mandiri, kamu akan lebih percaya diri tentunya ya, menyelesaikan masalah sendiri, tidak ada lagi papa mama di sampingnya, tidak ada lagi koko yang membantu. Jadi kalian tuh harus dilatih, digembleng untuk belajar mandiri supaya nanti ke depannya pada saat kalian masuk ke dunia kerja ya udah siap gitu loh. Orang dulu dari dulu juga apa-apa saya sendiri kok, nggak usah takut gitu ya. Nah, jadi eh, di samping kita mendapat ilmu dari sekolah di China, kita juga mendapat gemblengan yang lain, yaitu gemblengan hidup mandiri, ya hidup dengan lebih percaya diri, gitu ya. Lalu yang terakhir, keamanan di China itu amat sangat aman sekali. Ya, saya pakai banyak kata-kata amat sangat banyak supaya menekankan betapa amannya China gitu ya. Tidak usah khawatir di China ada kejahatan atau ada apa gitu ya. very safe. Semua orang yang di China itu, yang sekolah di China, merasa China sangat safe. Adik-adik, bapak-bapak, ibu-ibu boleh nonton di YouTube itu ya. Banyak orang tuh mencoba mengcover sisi safety-nya di China. Itu benar, benar sekali gitu loh. Ada yang toko tutup, tapi barangnya nggak disimpan, taruh aja begitu sampai besoknya lagi, nggak hilang gitu ya. Aman sekali China. Ini ada kita akan masuk langsung sekarang ke pembahasan ke spesifik universitas ini ya UIBE. Ini ada beberapa foto di depan introduction. Saya ingin memperkenalkan lingkungan UIBE dulu ya kepada adik-adik. Ini ya, ini sekolahnya. Ini sekolahnya di saat musim salju ya. Jadi adik-adik nanti akan punya pengalaman bermain salju ya, bikin snowman gitu ya. Nah, ini lingkungannya, kamarnya ya, apa namanya situasi di dalam kampusnya. Kampusnya itu besar ya, ada kafetaria, gymnasium, ada tempat cuci baju. Oke, langsung kita masuk ya sekarang ke pembahasan UIBE ya. UIBE itu singkatannya International of International Business and Economics ya. Dia ini universitas terkenal untuk bidang jurusan ekonomi dan bisnis ya. Jadi didirikan tahun 51 ya. Lalu saat ini mempunyai student dari student 16.000 orang, 33.000 diantaranya adalah mahasiswa asing dari 160 negara. Coba bayangin, satu sekolah saja sudah punya mahasiswa asing dari 160 negara. Banyak banget kan? Nah, ini adalah suatu kesempatan bagi kita networking, ya. Lalu sekolah ini menjadi sekolah unggulan karena dia terpilih menjadi member dari proyek 211. Ya, proyek di sini itu artinya suatu daftar, bukan proyek bangunan ya atau gedung ya. Ini namanya proyek ini adalah suatu daftar yang disusun oleh Ministry of Education mereka uh, yang mensortir universitas unggulan. Jadi kalau universitas itu bisa masuk ke dalam daftar ini, artinya dia sekolah unggul, ya. Lalu UIBE juga terpilih sebagai satu lagi kriteria universitas unggulan adalah double first class university, double first class university, ya. Lalu ini apa namanya UIBE juga banyak apa namanya apa ya namanya ya merekrut orang-orang pintar dari seluruh dunia untuk meningkatkan mutu pendidikannya ya. Eh, saya sebenarnya ada satu video pendek, cuman saya nggak tunjukkan di sini. Itu adalah satu dinding ya, semua dosen-dosen hebat dari seluruh dunia yang diperkerjakan di UIBE. Jumlahnya ada 100 orang lebih tuh. Ada satu dinding tuh semuanya foto-foto mereka dengan detail-detailnya. Ya, itu ada di UIBE. Nanti kalau mungkin kalian sekolah ke sana, kalian bisa lihat. Atau kalau kalian tertarik, saya bisa kirim videonya. Ya. Jadi ini adalah orang-orang pintar yang bekerja di UIBE, ya tentunya dengan apa namanya keahlian mereka, mereka meningkatkan mutu dari pendidikan di UIBE. Ya. Jadi UIBE juga telah bekerja sama dengan lebih dari 160 universitas dan organisasi internasional dari mancanegara. Ya. Uh, Lalu UIB adalah peringkat kedua yang lulusannya paling cepat terserap ke pasar tenaga kerja atau employment rate-nya nomor dua di China. Ya, berikutnya UIB adalah 10 ranking 10 besar untuk jurusan Economics and Business. Ya, ada juga peringkat lain yang menyatakan urutan ranking nomor dua untuk jurusan Economic and Business. Ya, masing-masing peringkat itu punya apa namanya dia punya penilaiannya ya, poin-poinnya itu berbeda-beda. Jadi ada yang bilang nomor dua, ranking nomor dua, ada yang bilang ranking nomor 10 ya. Tapi anyway, maksudnya peringkat tinggi lah ya. Lalu oleh Departemen Pendidikan China, UIB diberi peringkat A+ atau top 5 university untuk jurusan ekonomi di China. Untuk international trade, di China dia nomor satu ya, ranking nomor satu. Lalu ekonomi terapan atau kita sebut applied economics itu dia peringkatnya sangat tinggi. Untuk bisnis admin peringkatnya adalah kompetitif di tingkat nasional. Ya, lalu untuk peringkat business school di dunia berapa sih kalau UIBE ini? Kita cek di QS ranking tahun 2025, rankingnya adalah antara 2024, sorry, di tahun 2024 rankingnya adalah antara 300 sampai 400 secara global. Nah, coba kita bikin sedikit perspektif ya dibandingkan dengan universitas di Indonesia ya. Misalnya kita ambil universitas yang biasanya anak-anak Indonesia pergi ya, misalnya BINUS, Untar, Prasmul, Prasetya Mulia ya. Terakhir saya cek mereka belum termasuk dalam peringkat QS ranking, belum ada di dalam QS ranking. QS ranking itu kan ada 1.400 universitas dunia. Nah, ini yang 3 universitas ini yang menjadi populer di Indonesia belum termasuk ya. Lalu kalau untuk yang udah masuk dari Indonesia, yaitu ada UI, Universitas Indonesia, peringkatnya 200-an, Universitas Gadjah Mada, peringkatnya 300-an, lalu ITB, peringkatnya 500 sampai 550, ya. Lalu Universitas Brawijaya, sama, peringkatnya antara 500 sampai 550. Ya, berarti kalau kita membandingkan seperti itu peringkat UIBE untuk peringkat ranking global itu adalah sudah sangat baik ya. Lalu peringkat lainnya adalah top 3 best university ya in China dalam bidang finance economics. Ini berdasarkan ranking ARWU peringkat dari tahun 2023 sampai 2025. Oke. Lalu tadi saya sudah sebut mereka termasuk UIB termasuk dalam proyek 211 dan Double First Class University. Tadi sudah disebut ya. Oke, lalu berikutnya kelebihan dari universitas ini, keunggulan dari universitas ini adalah dia mempunyai banyak peringkat internasional sampai 4 peringkat peringkat akreditasi internasional untuk sekolah-sekolah bisnis school ya. Biasanya di sekolah-sekolah itu paling cuma ada 2 atau 3 peringkat internasional, tapi ini sampai 4. Akreditasi, salah ngomong. Akreditasi internasional biasanya cuma ada 2 atau 3 dan ini sampai 4 ya. Lalu yang berikutnya employment rate nomor 2 di China. Di sini ada grafiknya, kita bisa lihat. Ya, ini adalah keunggulan-keunggulan dari UIBE, tapi khusus menyangkut menyangkut employment rate, ini ada di sini. Employment rate dari tamatannya mencapai 96%. Itu artinya lulusan dari UIBE itu dicari oleh pemberi tenaga kerja, dicari oleh perusahaan-perusahaan. Artinya lulusan dari sekolah ini itu sangat dinanti, ya sangat ditunggu gitu ya, karena ya training di dalam kampusnya bagus, orang-orang yang lulus dari sana siap kerja, siap pakai gitu kan. Jadi makanya menjadi rebutan dari pemberi kerja ya atau employernya itu menunggu lulusan dari UIBE ya. Nah, terus berikutnya program pengembangan di UIBE itu dia ada program S1 dan S2, S3, semua ada yang dalam bahasa Inggris, dalam bahasa Mandarin. Untuk kedua ini saya tidak bahas ya, nanti akan dibahas oleh Dr. Ivan, saya tidak bahas, nanti beliau akan menyampaikan. Lalu berikutnya ada pre-university atau foundation. Nah, ini akan saya berikan sedikit penjelasan ya, karena ini akan sangat membantu adik-adik untuk bisa berkuliah di S1 di China. Oke, kita masuk ke pre-university atau kita sebutnya foundation supaya Anda lebih siap. Ya, bisa aja Anda masuk ke program S1 di UIBE dengan HSK saja bisa, bisa masuk ya. Tapi rasanya Anda kurang siap karena Anda belum tahu itu bahasa akademis untuk jurusan ekonomi atau bisnis, bahasa akademisnya belum tahu, cuma tahunya bahasa HSK. Bahasa HSK itu bahasa umum ya, bahasa yang spesifik buat kuliah yaitu Chinese for Academic Purpose itu kamu belum kuasai. Lalu matematika in Chinese kamu juga belum kuasai. Lalu nanti ada economics dan ada business study juga belum dikuasai. Jadi supaya mempermudah lebih lebih enak Anda kuliah di UIBE, kita menyarankan adik-adik mengambil foundation sebagai jembatan ya, sebagai jembatan supaya nanti nyambungnya ke S1-nya lebih lancar gitu ya. Tadi kita sudah bahas ya yang ini S1 sama S1 ya. Ini S1 karena ini yang audiens kita ini kebanyakan untuk mengambil S1. Jadi kita membuat estimasi biaya untuk S1. Bagi yang hadir di sini yang mau mengambil S2 atau S3, nanti boleh hubungi kita lagi. Kita akan kasih estimasi biaya ya. Kita bahas estimasi biaya untuk S1 yang berpengantar bahasa Mandarin dan bahasa Inggris. Ini dia. Yang di sebelah sini adalah yang berpengantar bahasa Mandarin, yang di sebelah sini adalah yang berpengantar bahasa Inggris. Jadi 4 tahun kuliah, total kurang lebih yang berbahasa Indonesia itu kira-kira 563 juta. 563 juta atau ya 570 juta lah untuk keperluan 4 tahun dengan total item-itemnya apa saja sudah kita sebutkan di sini ya. Ada biaya registrasi, ada uang sekolah, terus tempat tinggal, lalu biaya buku, medical check up, bikin resident permit, asuransi kesehatan, makan 3 kali sehari selama setahun ya, selama 4 tahun berarti ya. Lalu biaya cuci baju pun udah kita masukkan, lalu biaya pengurusan kami, terus biaya bikin visa ya. Total biaya tahun pertama adalah 145 juta, lalu ditambah lagi tahun kedua, ketiga, keempat udah kita satukan. Jadi total-total adalah 570 juta ya. Kita pakai kursnya di sini adalah Rp2.300 kurs saat ini ya. Jadi kalau kita bagi rata, berarti setahunnya itu adalah biayanya 141 juta. 141 juta sudah all in ya, sudah termasuk makan, tempat tinggal, buku, textbook, uang sekolah, segala macam. Yang belum termasuk hanya uang jajan. Ya, kalau Anda makan di kantin, itu sudah dijatakan. Di sini sudah termasuk ya, angka ini sudah termasuk. Tapi kalau Anda makannya di mall, makan di restoran yang mana lebih mahal, pasti tidak cukup itu uang dari kantin. Jadi nombok tambah. Nah, tambahnya itu yang kita sebut uang jajan itu belum termasuk. Atau yang putri-putri mau beli kosmetik ya, baju-baju cantik, nah itu belum termasuk ya. Hmm. Jadi keperluan basic sudah all cover here, termasuk tiket pesawat ya, pulang pergi setahun sekali, itu kita udah masukkan dalam hitungan. Jadi total adalah 141 juta ya. Nah, dari sini Anda bisa lihat apakah kuliah di China mahal atau tidak ya. Lalu yang sebelah sini adalah kuliah pakai bahasa Inggris. Oke, sedikit biaya lebih mahal, total biaya dengan item yang sama, total biaya sekitar 200 juta. Ya, 200 juta karena ini program pakai bahasa Inggris, uang sekolahnya lebih mahal. Oke, lanjut ya. Lalu apa namanya program foundation ya ke depannya di China itu akan ada suatu suatu apa namanya suatu sistem ya penerima mahasiswa asing itu mahasiswa asing yang ke China nanti harus melalui ujian ini National Entrance Exam yaitu ujian untuk orang asing yang mau berkuliah di China ya. Jadi anak-anak yang mau sekolah di China wajib lulus dari program entrance exam ini dulu ya. Jadi, tapi kalau untuk khusus anak-anak UIBE itu kita dapat kemudahan, yaitu apa namanya kita bisa masuk ke sekolahnya tanpa melalui ujian masuk ini. Uh, kita masuknya melalui nilai foundation. Jadi Anda ambil foundation setahun di Cerdas Bangsa College. Nilai ini bisa dipakai sebagai pengganti dari ujian masuk internasional, ujian masuk nasional ya. Hmm. Jadi selain untuk mempermudah kita tanpa harus perlu melalui exam nasional itu, juga program ini mendidik kita, melatih kita untuk lebih lebih kuat secara basic ya, secara basic secara bahasa-bahasa ekonomi, secara basic secara matematika ya, pelajaran-pelajaran ekonomi. Jadi kita pas nyambung ke universitas akan lebih mudah ya. Eh, Mata pelajaran yang kami ajarkan selama di foundation itu adalah General Chinese yang kita sebutnya HSK atau Hanui Xiping Kaoshi ya. Ini HSK. Lalu bahasa-bahasa akademis, kita sebutnya Chinese for academic purpose. Lalu matematika dalam bahasa Chinese. Lalu ada business study dan economics dalam Chinese juga. Lalu ada pelajaran Inggris. Ya. Uang sekolahnya, uang sekolah foundation, ada dua pilihan. Ada yang 1 tahun penuh, yaitu 21.000 renminbi. Ada yang setengah tahun, yaitu 11.000 renminbi. Jadi kita pilihnya gimana? Mau setahun apa setengah tahun? Itu tergantung dari nilai HSK adik-adik saat ini. Kalau HSK Anda masih rendah, Anda harus ambil yang setahun. Tapi kalau HSK Anda sudah lumayan tinggi, ya sudah HSK 3 atau 4, Anda boleh ambil yang setengah tahun. Ya, jam pelajaran total 1 tahun 1.080 jam, ya, yang setengah tahun 540 jam. Kalau kita hitung-hitung biayanya dibandingkan dengan jam pelajarannya, ternyata 1 jam pelajaran hanya 43.000. Ya, nggak ada bedanya dengan uh, ini malah lebih murah daripada adik-adik les Mandarin ya, les Mandarin di Indonesia. Itu per jamnya juga sudah lebih dari segini. Oke. Okay? Uh, Kualitasnya bagus karena kurikulumnya langsung dari UIBE. Kami mengikuti semua silabus kurikulum aturan-aturan yang diterapkan oleh UIBE. Lalu kita yang mengajarkan itu adalah ada guru native speaker, uh, lalu guru-guru lokal kami yang semuanya lulusan dari China, uh, uh, S1 maupun S2 ya. Mata pelajarannya tadi udah kita sebut ya, ada Chinese, matematika dan seterusnya. Uh, karena kalau Anda mengikuti program foundation, ada peluang yang lebih besar untuk dapat beasiswa di UIBE. Ya, jadi pihak sekolah UIBE itu memberikan lebih besar peluang kepada murid-murid yang sudah mengikuti foundation sebelumnya, ya, untuk meneruskannya ke universitasnya. Lalu kelas kami semuanya adalah kelas hybrid, artinya Anda boleh mengikuti kelas secara online maupun offline, ya. Jadi kalau misalnya adik-adik tidak berada di Jakarta, mau ikut program ini, no problem. Adik-adik tinggal online aja setiap hari, ya. Program kami ini bukan hanya diikuti dari Indonesia, bahkan ada murid yang sudah di China pun mengambil program ini. Atau dari Aussie juga ada yang mengambil program ini, ya. Atau dari daerah lain, kayak dari Medan, Surabaya, Makassar, mereka mengambil program ini juga secara online, ya. Lalu program ini tuh bisa menghemat waktu karena Anda bisa menyiapkan foundation ini selagi Anda masih duduk di SMA. Jadi nyambi, jalan SMA jalan, foundationnya jalan. Jadi begitu Anda tamat SMA, misalnya di April atau Mei, bulan September, bulan September Anda sudah bisa berangkat untuk mengambil program S1 di UIBE. Lebih hemat waktu. Kalau sebelumnya kan Anda harus tamat SMA, habis itu ke China, habis tahun dulu Mandarin, habis itu tahun keduanya baru mulai kuliah, ya kan? Nah, kalau program kita ini, karena kita bisa menjalankan UIBE punya foundation berbarengan dengan SMA, jadi begitu begitu tamat SMA, Anda eh, tinggal tunggu berapa bulan, menyiapkan diri untuk keberangkatan, sambil tetap meneruskan foundationnya. Nah, nanti September sudah bisa berangkat. Jadi misalnya tahun 2026 ya, SMA-nya tamat di Mei 2026. Terus nanti berangkat ke China untuk kuliah itu di September 2026. Jadi Anda selama Anda SMA tetap mulai mengambil program foundation, lalu tamat SMA di Mei, tapi foundation tetap jalan. Nanti foundation tetap jalan sampai bulan Juli gitu ya. Uh, Baru selesai. Terus habis itu September Anda sudah berangkat. Jadi sangat-sangat menghemat waktu Anda gitu ya, nggak terbuang waktunya. Biayanya adalah seperti ini ya, kita bikin simulasi biaya. Ini adalah kita mengambil hitungan 1 tahun ya, 1 tahun bukan setengah tahun 1 tahun. Kalau 1,5 tahun kan ini dengan 11.000 ya, 11.000. Total biaya uang sekolah plus uang buku ya, textbook itu adalah 48 juta untuk yang setahun. Kalau yang setengah tahun ya tinggal dikurangin kurang lebih setengahnya ya. Ya ini adalah plakat yang diberikan oleh UIBE kepada kami sebagai tempat penyelenggara foundation di Indonesia. Ini adalah plakat. Plakat ini kami taruh di kantor kami, ya. Berikut ini ada beberapa foto juga ya mengenai kehidupan di UIBE itu seperti apa ya. Boleh kita lihat ya. Ini adalah mahasiswa asing ya. Banyak sekali Anda di sana nanti bisa bergaul dengan manusia dari banyak suku bangsa ya, mengenal mereka lebih baik secara budaya, lebih paham. Seperti ini. Di sana juga banyak acara-acara kebudayaan ya. Anda boleh partisipasi. Di sana juga ada orang-orang Indonesia yang bikin acara Indonesia ya, budaya Indonesia. Dan ini ada budaya dari negara-negara lain ya. Nah, ini adalah lingkungan sekolahnya. Nanti bisa bikin snowman di sana. Ya, kira-kira seperti itu ya, apa namanya, informasi dari saya. Mudah-mudahan bisa membantu ya. Nanti yang lebih mendetailnya akan disampaikan oleh Dokter Ivan. Mudah-mudahan ini bisa menjadi pilihan, alternatif pilihan ya kepada adik-adik semua. Ini di sini ada nomor telepon, WA saya, WA saya, dan WA konsultan kita, ya. Jadi kalau mau berhubungan dengan kita silakan dicatat nomornya, nanti bisa WA ya. Eh, ya, sekian dan terima kasih ya. Berikutnya kita dengarkan presentasi dari Dr. Ivan ya. Oke.
Oke,
Terima kasih Pak Yoko, silakan.
ya, enggak sih Pak Tanjung. Oke, eh, kita lanjut aja ya untuk langsung ke sesi yang kedua untuk Dr. Ivan. It's your turn now. You can start sharing.
Thank you so much. First of all, start the presentation for today.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. It?
Yeah, you can see it now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Ivan Sarafanov, and I'm working as an assistant professor and also the director of international admissions for degree programs at the UIB School of International Education. And I'm greatly honored to participate in this amazing event and introduce a few aspects, a few programs which you can apply for at the University of International Business and Economics. Currently, our university is building the Study in China brand and advancing China's education strength. So we are looking forward for each and every of you to participate in this great movement of creating the brand new Study in China brand, which is highly promoted by University of International Business and Economics. So on behalf of the president of UIBE, deans of faculties, teachers, and the student community, it is my great pleasure to welcome you here to visit our university today in the online format and hopefully future in the offline format as well. So founded in 1951, UIB has grown into a multidisciplinary key national university known for its excellence in such fields as economics, management, law sciences, and the humanities. As a university, which is co-sponsored by the Chinese Ministry of Education and Ministry of Commerce, UIB stands as a symbol of China's commitment to fostering global academic and professional talents. With offering at the bachelor's, master's, and doctoral levels, we proudly provide programs taught not only in Chinese, but also in English languages, reflecting our dedication to internationalization. Our School of International Business in precise is particularly renowned, holding prestigious accreditations for AACSB, EQUIS, CAMER, and IMBA. Just like as Mr. Tan has mentioned a few minutes ago, all of these accreditations, all of the possible accreditations around the world are all collected by the School of International Business here at UIB. So by applying for this school, for example, you're going to receive an education at the top level international format. So these accreditations are also among the highest standards in the business education worldwide. So it's going to be a great thing to obtain an academic degree from this school in particular. This level of recognition underscores our commitment to producing globally competitive graduates who are well prepared for careers and in an increasingly interconnected world. So at UIB, we strive to embody our motto, erudite, honest, and pursuing excellence. This commitment to excellence is evident in our top ranking among China's multidisciplinary universities and our continuous efforts to innovate and lead in academic and professional international developments. Just as Mr. Tan has mentioned a couple of minutes ago, we have a series, a whole range of academic research centers. Among them, the most representative are Digital Economy Laboratory, China WTO Research Center, Institute of International Economy, Institute of Education and Economy Research, Institute of Regional and International Studies, as well as Research Institute for Global Value Chains. For example, this research center in particular has created a unique index, which is called UIBE GVC, UIBE Global Value Chains Index. So if you're going to become the member, the student of our great community, you will have a chance to work and create together with amazing scientists working in this broad range of different research institutions and organizations in future. So also, UIB is a leading institution in China's economic and business education. We have played a pivotal role in shaping the talent behind China's reforms of opening up policy. In the 1990s, UIB's graduates made up half of the employees in the Ministry of Commerce of China, including staffing 196 global business offices, a remarkable achievement that speaks to the strong foundation and high-level skills our program provide. In 1996, the UIB also was honored to be one of the first universities selected for the China's ambitious Double 11 project. This initiative aimed at transforming around 100 Chinese universities into world-class institutions, marked a significant milestone for UIB and affirmed its standing among China's top academic centers. So UIB's academic strength shines in fields such as international economics and trade, international economic law, international finance, business administration, government management, e-commerce, and many, many others. These programs are making UIB an important base for training global economic and trade talent and conducting impactful research in these fields. Our graduates continue to make significant contributions both domestically and globally, and we are proud to provide them with the knowledge and tools to excel on the world stage. So the UIB is also dedicated to foster global academic environment through open collaboration and active China foreign exchanges. As a leader in international education within China, we also attract a significant number of students from around the world, which reflects our commitment to cultivating a truly international community. That's why for many times our university have been referred as the small little United Nations organization. Why? Because we have students coming from more than 165 countries all over the world. There's pretty much the amount of countries which is represented in the real United Nations organization. So that's why we've been honored to have distinguished scholars and global leaders among the faculty, including the Nobel laureate in economics, Michael Spence, who last time have visited our university in 2019 and delivered a lecture to our teachers and students, and also had a very brief communication with those who would like to after the lecture. So besides him, we also have the China Reforms Friendship Medal recipient Stephen Perry and Andreas Lascher, an academician of the German National Academy of Engineering. Their contributions enrich our academic landscape, offering students the opportunity to learn from some of the brightest minds in their fields all over the world. And also on the top of that, UIB has established about 10 Confucius Institutes across Asia, Europe, Africa, America, and Oceania, which play a vital role in fostering cross-cultural understanding and cooperation. Through these institutes and our strong international presence, UIB is also committed to building bridges between China and the world, not only in terms of scientific and academic research, but also in terms of fostering cultural exchange processes between different nations. So previously, Mr. Tan has already mentioned some of our basic information in terms of current numbers, how many students we have, what is our international ranking, what is our employment rate. In order to save some time, I'm going to go through it one more time. If you're interested, you can one more time take a look at this slide and see our most recently introduced ranking and the amount of regular students plus international students and the employment rate, which is expected to be roughly about 95 to 98% this year as well. So that's our current numbers. And now let me move to the most important, the core part of today's presentation, the international programs which are available for our international students. So first of all, let me briefly introduce you to our preparatory programs. Our university, approved by the Ministry of Education in 2015, trains CSC Chinese government scholarship preparatory students and serve as the secretariat of the Preparatory Education Steering Committee, contributing to national research, organization, and coordination efforts in the field of preparing students for their future academic degrees study in China, such as bachelor, master's, or PhD level. Through years of experience and and continuous innovation, we have developed a preparatory education model characterized by a strong focus on economics and trade, balancing both quality and efficiency. For example, most of our students who are applying for preparatory programs here in UIBE, they can receive a decent level of Chinese language communication, writing, and spoken skills within one academic year. That's a tremendously beautiful result, because in other universities, if you just apply for the non-degree program just for learning Chinese, you're going to spend at least 2 years in order to obtain HSK level 4 or 5 and then continue your degree education. In our university, you have the chance to finish all of these processes within one academic year. That's an amazing result, which we're really proud of. Our preparatory education features integrated management of teaching, academic affairs, and accommodation, emphasizing the cultivation of students' comprehensive learning abilities and fostering a deep understanding, friendship, and of course, love for China. Since 2018, we have also been receiving preparatory students in science and engineering, implementing a dual track training model for students in economics, trade, and also STEAM fields. In the recent years, our preparatory students have consequently ranked among the top in graduation exams, securing the first position for 5 consecutive years. I think that this value speaks louder than any words. If we can maintain the first position in preparatory education for 5 consecutive years, it really shows high level of education standards, which is implemented in our institution. As of the fall semester of 2024, the most recent information we have right now, we have trained 1,400 Chinese government scholarship preparatory students. So here on this slide, you can see the photo of those students who participated into this program during that particular year from 2018 to 2019. And you can see the amount of the students is extremely huge amount of students who came to learn Chinese, to and knowledges in our university. So once again, these values, they're speaking louder than any words and shows the highest standards which are implemented in terms of preparatory education programs at our university. So currently there are 45 preparatory course instructors and 4 full-time office counselors forming a teaching and management team with solid professional foundations. Extensive teaching experience, strong academic backgrounds, and high intercultural competence are the main characteristics of our preparatory courses program administrators and teachers. The faculty is also divided into 2 groups to meet the needs of preparatory students and the university's dual track focus on first economic and trade and second science and engineering. One group includes general Chinese instructors specializing in basic language teaching and intensive training. The other consists of interdisciplinary instructors with expertise and international Chinese education and fields like economics, trade, science, and humanities. So what makes our program so unique? Of course, previously I have introduced you some of the breathtaking information and data about our preparatory programs, but what does it make so unique? First of all, we have a designated and designed a highly targeted curriculum and developed preparatory textbook that reflect our university's distinctive professional features, highlighting the specialization and diversity of preparatory education content. Second, what makes us so unique is, besides teaching Chinese language, we also focus on expanding students' professional knowledge and skills with an appropriate increase in the study of humanities. Third is strengthening the connection between preparatory education and undergraduate education, ensuring the so-called seamless transition. What does it mean, seamless transition? Actually, it is very simple for understanding. Being a preparatory degree program student, you're definitely not going to learn in depth all of those lessons which are going to be covered at the level of the undergraduate program. But in our university, besides Chinese language, you will also have an access to the mathematics, to the economics or STEAM professional majors and professional lessons. So you will be really well prepared to make this smooth and seamless transition from the preparatory courses straight to the level of the undergraduate degree here at UIB. And we can ensure that this process is going to be very smooth. The next characteristic is that we prioritize social practice and public outreach activities for preparatory students. So in other words, you're not only going to spend this whole year within the classroom, you're also going to have an access to some of the local sightseeings. We're going to organize some of the events for the students where they can show their talents, show what they can, and overall develop all skills of these students at the same time. Our students have also been featured in mainstream media here in China and without China as well, multiple times for their outstanding contributions to practice activities and promoting cross-cultural exchanges. Another important feature is that our students have excelled in prestigious competitions, including my understanding of China, my beautiful encounter with China Video Contest, where our students have received the first place, the Beijing Calligraphy Contest, and the 100 Reasons to Fall in Love with Beijing Video Contest, earning multiple awards and recognitions. So within this process, you're not only going to have a chance to learn Chinese, learn some of the basic major knowledge, and also some of the basic skills which are going to be really helpful during the transition from preparatory to undergraduate program, but also you will have a chance to develop your talents. If you're good in singing, if you're good in making short videos or filming something, you will definitely have a chance to not only show your skills, but also develop them even further. So that's another characteristic. Through their academic journey, students develop a love for and understanding of and friendship with China, aim to become outstanding talents in their respective fields after graduation. Their efforts also received coverage from major medias here in China, such as CCTV, 学习, 强国, and the People's Daily Overseas Edition, enhancing the university's reputation and visibility. So that was a brief introduction, but I think very comprehensive introduction at the same time to our preparatory program. But of course, I believe that many of you guys are also interested in our bachelor's degree program, so-called undergraduate program. At UIBE, our undergraduate programs are thoughtfully designed to provide a comprehensive foundation across key fields of economic and humanitarian sciences. We offer bachelor's degrees in such majors as economics, management, law, and liberal arts, ensuring that our students gain both specialized knowledge and a broad perspective that will prepare them for the meaningful contributions in their chosen career. In other words, we are not only paying attention to creating specialists in terms of theoretical research, but we're also trying to provide you with opportunities to have more internships, to maybe try to establish your own business while you are studying here in China. Everything is possible at UIB. So these programs emphasize such important things like analytical skills, critical thinking, and deep understanding of global and local economic landscapes, which enables our graduates to excel in various professional fields. Later, by the end of this presentation, I'm going to introduce just a few successful cases of our international graduate students. You will be amazed and you will be shocked by what kind of opportunities they have received and how they have flourished after studying at UIB. So on this slide, you can see some of the majors which are provided for international students by UIB, such as economic science, law science, liberal arts and languages, and also management science. At the right-hand side of each major, you can see two letters, one highlighted in green, another highlighted in blue. Highlighted in green, C, means this major is provided fully in Chinese language. On the right-hand side from this letter C, in some majors you can see also letter E, which stands for the majors which are also taught in English language. So among this huge variety of majors, we have at least 7 majors which are provided both in Chinese and in English languages. And as you can see, these majors covers 3 main directions: economics, management, and law science. So even if you don't want to do a degree in Chinese language, or you're feeling that maybe your Chinese is not very good right now, you can go ahead and select the English major, which is IUP, International Undergraduate Program here at UIB. And it's going to also provide you a great opportunity to obtain a degree within 4 academic years also here at UIB. Now, let me briefly introduce you with our application requirements for the bachelor's degree program. First of all, you definitely need to have a high school diploma and a good health condition. Speaking of the high school diploma, that might be sounding a little bit complicated, right? Because maybe many of you right now doing your high school degrees right now. And if you're going to apply, you won't be able to provide the final documentation that you have already graduated from this high school. Well, in this case, you can prepare a so-called pre-graduation certificate and also upload it on our website. In case if you don't have the final transcript, no problem at all. During the application process, you can also prepare a transcript with those marks which you already have and upload it as your transcript. Upon receiving the final version of your high school diploma as well as your final transcript, you can go ahead, contact with us or with the Bangsa College and send us the most recent, the most updated version of both your high school diploma and your high school transcript. Another condition for applyment is that applicants under 18 years old need to submit notarized guardianship certificate upon the arrival of UIB. So for detailed information, you can refer to our admissions department or to Bangsa College. We will provide you with more precise information about this particular part. What kind of application documents do you need on the top of high school diploma and high school transcript? They should be your guarantor's passport or ID. That could be the passport or ID card of your father, mother, or your relative. Then you need to provide your own passport. You also need to upload the passport photo with a white background, frontal view without the hat on the top of your head, and a copy of the score report of the Chinese proficiency test, new HSK level 4. Our minimum requirement for you to be admitted is 180 points or above that level. If your previous degree was taught in Chinese, as far as I know, there are many Chinese schools in Indonesia. If you already have this kind of a degree from high school, which was completely taught in Chinese language, then you can submit the documentation, the verification that all of your courses in the high school were in Chinese, and then we can exempt you from submitting HSK certificate. But this must be proof of previously obtained degree teaching language, and it should be credible. The next, if you're applying, for example, for such majors as English or English for business applicants, then you have to also, on the top of the previous documents, provide us with a TOEFL 86 points or higher, or IELTS 6.0 or higher level. Also, you need to prepare an asset certificate, which is the bank deposit certificate. The amount shall cover the tuition fees which you're about to pay in our university. For example, for the Chinese taught bachelor's degree majors, we usually have the level of 24,800 RMB per one academic year. And also a certificate of no criminal conviction, which you can prepare while you're staying in Indonesia. So in order to prepare this range of documents, I think you have to spend at least 1 or 2 weeks, right? So it's not very time consuming, it's not very challenging, but still you need to, sit down and prepare all these documents, then submit them in our application system. So if you have any further questions about bachelor's and undergraduate programs, you can also contact the Banks School or contact our university directly to know more details about the application process. Now let me briefly introduce you to the master's degree programs. Our master's degree emphasizes in-depth study, research skills, and practical application, equipping graduates with the tools and knowledge they need to navigate complex global challenges and make a lasting impact in their careers. So as far as you can see, we have, again, these 4 main directions: management, economics, law, and liberal arts and languages. And now you can see a small change compared to the undergraduate programs we have available for international students. Here, almost each and every major is provided in both languages, Chinese and English. So based on your own necessities or based on your preferences, you can choose almost any major and obtain education in the language you prefer most, either Chinese or English. And of course, if in the future, for example, after 7 or 8 years after you have received your undergraduate degree and also postgraduate degree, you are planning to become a scientist, a practitioner, then you can go ahead and apply for the PhD doctor's degree program at UIBE. Our doctoral programs, on the other hand, emphasize rigorous research, critical analysis, and innovation, allowing students to delve deeply into the areas of expertise and contribute new knowledge to their disciplines. Through these advanced studies, UIB prepares scholars who are equipped to influence academia, industry, and policy on a global scale. We offer scholarships, conference grants, and other financial assistance so that students can engage in more academic exchange activities that are beneficial and related to their research studies. Through collaboration with scholars in different regions here in China, and also with the different scholars from other countries, for example, like Michael Spence, the Nobel laureate in the economic science, students can bring their research skills to a whole new level. So our university is not only strong in terms of preparatory and undergraduate courses, we are also having a very good foundation in preparing postgraduate students. And that's pretty much the main reason why our university has become so powerful and so impactful in terms of economic science and international trade. The main reason is because we are conducting a lot of research, and that's not a big wonder for you, right? Because previously we have mentioned we have almost 150 research institutions in different fields of economic science. So with the help of these research centers, with the help of our students and amazing teachers, we're definitely ranking among top 3 universities in China in fields of economics and management. So speaking of the PhD programs, we are ready to offer 3 types of majors: economic science, law science, and management science. And here you also can see a very remarkable difference. Here we have even more changes compared with the undergraduate and postgraduate degrees, right? Here you see that we have more majors to offer in English language rather than in Chinese. So that's also a unique feature of our university. We provide this postgraduate education for almost each and every major in both languages, Chinese and English. So again, if you would like to enhance your English language skills, your research skills in English language as well, you can apply for one major in provided fully in English language. So now let me say a few words, which were also pointed out previously by Mr. Tan about the entrance exams. Starting from the last year, 2024, the Ministry of Education of China started to implement full-scale the entrance examination for international undergraduate students. So for the next 2 to 3 years, including this year, 2025, this examination will operate in a trial phase, with results serving as a reference, but not with the results serving as our final decision whether we are going to accept you or not. But after this trial period, after 2 to 3 years, we're expecting this to be in 2027 or 2028. It will become a mandatory requirement to have this entrance examination for each and every university here in China. So during this transition period, students enrolled in preparatory courses at UIBE, Cerdas, Bangsa College will be admitted to undergraduate program based on their results of their preparatory course graduation exams, which means that if you're going to apply to the preparatory courses through the Cerdas Bangsa College, then you're going to be exempted from taking these national exams which are now in the trial phase. So pretty much you will just have to successfully finish your exams at Cerdas Bangsa College, and then we're going to accept your final scores if they're all above 60 points or higher, right? Then we are definitely going to give you a green light and accept you as our undergraduate degree program student. So let me now delve deeper into the next part, which I believe you're going to find the most fascinating one, because this is in my own opinion, the biggest dream of any international student in China to receive the scholarship here and pursue a degree or maybe some kind of a non-degree program. And in fact, China is one of the most generous countries providing scholarships to the foreign students. And as far as I know, based on the information I have, by the end of 2023, there were over 51,000 international students in China with scholarships. I'm not only saying about the CSC Chinese government scholarship, but about other scholarships as well, provincial scholarships, also Confucius Institute scholarship, and many, many, many other types. China is indeed one of the most generous countries providing these opportunities for international students. So during our today's meeting, I'm going to concentrate on the 4 types of scholarships which are going to be available for you as an undergraduate student at UIBE. The first, of course, and one of the most desired scholarships by the international students is the CSC Chinese Government Scholarship. The second type, I'm going to introduce the Beijing Municipal Government Scholarship, and also the previously called Confucius Institute Scholarship, which is now called International Chinese Language Teachers Scholarship. So let me start with the first type, Beijing Municipal Government Scholarship. It is having 2 types, the full scholarships and the partial scholarships. For the full scholarship, if you're going to apply to our university and you're going to be accepted as our full-term student, after finishing your admission procedures and after paying the tuition fees to the university, you will have a chance to apply for this scholarship between November 1st and November 15th each year. So if you're going to be an undergraduate student here, you have a chance to receive 20,000 Chinese yuan per year, which is pretty much 85% of your tuition fees. I believe you still remember previously I have mentioned that our tuition fees for one academic year is 24,800 for the 90% of the majors. So if you're going to select these majors and you're going to pay the tuition fees, which is equals to 24,800, then you're going to apply for this scholarship and you're going to win it. Then you're going to basically cover 85% of your expenses for tuition fees at UIB. For masters, we have even higher standards, 30,000 renminbi per year, and for doctoral bonuses, we have 40,000 renminbi per year. Of course, partial scholarship is pretty much the previous type of scholarship divided by 2. It's 10,000, 15,000, and 20,000 renminbi per year, respectively. If you're interested in learning more about this type of scholarship, and if you're an outstanding student with the high results from your high school, as well as the high results from the preparatory courses from the Bangsa College, I highly recommend you to scan the QR code, which you can see on your screen at the down right part of the corner. By scanning this QR code, you can visit our official website and learn more about application processes, what kind of documents you have to prepare, and how the whole process of applying for this particular scholarship works. So this is the first type of scholarship available at our university. The second type is the Chinese Government Scholarship Type A. This scholarship is available for 3 categories of students: undergraduate, postgraduate and PhD level students. And here I have to specifically point out that for bachelor's degree students, we only have this scholarship available for those majors which are taught in Chinese language, not an English one. But at the same time, for master's and PhD degree students, we have this scholarship available in both Chinese and English languages. So when and how you can apply for this particular scholarship, if you are planning to come to China to pursue a degree, bachelor's degree in Chinese language, you can apply between early January and early April. Somewhere between this period, you have to get in touch with a local Chinese embassy in your country or other organization in charge of this application process and learn more about the specific deadlines for application, as well as what kind of documents you have to prepare and when, how, and where you have to submit these documents. So once again, if you're interested in applying for this scholarship, take a look at the down right corner of this slide and scan the following QR code to learn more about this scholarship. Of course, this year you already don't have time to apply for this scholarship, but the next year, maybe by the time you're going to finish the preparatory courses at Bangsa College, you will be able to apply and do preparations in advance because as for now, this scholarship has been already closed for application. Once again, pay attention that the application period for type A CSC scholarship is between early January and early April. So the second type of scholarship I would like to introduce you today is the CSC Type B high-level postgraduate program, which is specifically designed for outstanding master's and PhD degree students. Once again, if you would like to learn more about this scholarship or you have some plans after graduating from undergraduate degree, apply for this one, then you can take a look at the QR code at the down left corner of this slide and visit our official website for more information. Of course, also we have the CSC, Chinese Government Silk Road Scholarship Program. As far as I know, Indonesia is also the part and an important country of this mega project, Silk Road. So we have specifically designed this scholarship, again, for our postgraduate students who are about to pursue master's degree in the following three majors: international business and cross-border e-commerce, public administration, WTO law, and economics. And all these majors are English majors designed for 2 years. And certainly if after graduation, you would like to apply for these majors, you have all the chances because first of all, you're representing country which is located along the Silk Road. And second, if you would like to pursue a degree in English, you definitely can choose this scholarship as a pretty good opportunity to apply for these three majors. And I have to point out that these three majors are considered one of the top level majors at UIB, especially such as WTO law and economics and international business and cross-border e-commerce. These majors are at the frontier of economic research right now. So usually application time for this scholarship is between late May and June. So the application period is very short. You have to pay attention to the updates on the websites and our other social media resources. And of course, if in future you don't want to learn economics, right, or you don't want to learn management or law science, you would like to become a practitioner and, for example, teach your countrymates, teach them some of the Chinese language and Chinese culture lessons, you definitely can apply for the International Chinese Language Teacher Scholarship, which is previously was called as Confucius Institute Scholarship, but after rebranding, that's how it's called right now, CLEC. This program is committed to training local Chinese language teachers, reserve teachers, top Chinese language professionals, and this scholarship funds two kinds of activities at our university: degree program and short-term study in China. So if you would like to learn more about this scholarship, you can also visit our website. And usually application for this type of scholarship begins from early January and ends by early May. So you have to contact UIBE in advance to learn more about application procedures as well as application requirements for this scholarship. As for now, this scholarship has also been already closed. We have finished checking applicants' documentation during this week. On the 15th of May, we have already finished the process of accepting new applications for this scholarship. So once again, the timing is very important when it comes to applying for scholarship in China. So whenever you have the plan to apply for scholarship, you have to visit official websites of the universities or call them or send them an email to learn in advance when the application starts and when there's going to be a deadline, because usually the timing is really, really short. So that's another type of scholarship. And I have already told you a lot about our university, as well as staff members of the Cerdas Bangsa College. So right now, I would love to give an opportunity to our international teachers, as well as our international students community, to say a few words about their life, their experience of UIB. I think that by listening to their interview, which I'm going to show you right now, you're going to learn more about this extremely vibrant and international community which we have at UIB. So I would like to spend 3 to 4 minutes of time to show you the following video, which is including an interview with our international students and international teachers. I hope you're going to enjoy that.
I have been working at UIB for almost 3 years, but every day teaches me something new. The first thing that struck me about UIBE was its natural beauty. It's a very naturalistic campus, and it's great for well-being and relaxation. But my favorite spot, without a doubt, is the tennis court. I have yet to win a game of tennis against my colleagues. They are much better than me, but it's not just about the winning or losing. It's about the friendship, the companionship, and building friendships that extend beyond the tennis courts. UIBE fosters not just a high level of performance, academic performance, teaching and research, but warmth and community and family spirit. I teach students from a variety of cultures and backgrounds. I have many Chinese students, of course, but I have students from Africa, Europe, South America, North America, Australasia. And of course, they all bring something different to the table.
The difference with the teachers here in UIBE is that they are engaged with some really high level of Chinese society. Like they can tell you, hey, I work with other people to do this law, or I work with other people to be part of this association. One of my favorite spots at UIB is definitely the library, because it's a whole change of environment from the other buildings that we studied in. For me, the most impressionable thing that teachers left in me is that I can keep evolving as a person, as a professional. It's not only about the courses, it's not only about the knowledge, it's also about the experience. In UIB, that's the most of the life that you have in here. You are always learning, and because you are always learning, you can always excel yourself.
Teaching is like laying the steps for students. No matter how high Mount Everest, if you have the right step, everybody can get there in due time. Finding the right step for every student is very important. Figure out what is your interest, what you're good at. To me, college is a place to explore the combination of your talent and your interest. The most reward I get is the light bulb come on. Oh, I get it. That worth everything.
You know, while I came to China, I was attracted about language. It's very philosophical language. So I think that language can contribute to some new philosophical ideas, because for me, idea is a driving tool. Idea is the future. I definitely want to work in China because I think that China is the future.
我主要教授的课程是经济学研究方法与论文写作，给研究生开设的。我在校园里边最喜欢的地方是操场。我念书的时候呢，经常去踢足球。我当时是在国际学院留学生队的足球队的队长，我是博士生导师，至今呢也培养了不少这个研究生，他们呢很亲切，我们师生关系特别好。
All right, so I believe that after watching this video, you already have this picture, right, of what kind of people are studying at this university and what kind of people work in here as well. So I believe that UIB is incredibly talented faculty. If you're going to select our university, will be definitely your perfect guys and allies in your exploration for knowledge. They're your greatest resource you can find here at UIB. Not the city, not the location of this university, but the people who study here, who work here, are going to become your greatest resource of knowledge. And the scholars here, as it was mentioned previously in introduction to our university, as well as in this short video, are leaders in their fields, and they're applying their expertise through scholarship, research, and real-world practice to address the most pressing challenges of the day. So while studying here, you will have a chance to get to know them, talk to them after lessons, for example, seek them out at campus events and during office hours. And trust me, they're going to be there waiting for you to come to talk and discuss some of your ideas. So you have a chance to ask them about their research and introduce your own research and your own research ideas to them. They will challenge you, they will guide you, and definitely open doors to new possibilities during your process of studying as well as after your graduation. So in the end of today's presentation, I would like to take a few seconds of time to introduce you to some of the practicum and a few of our notable alumni, as I promised before. So our university prepare students for work that is in demand in leading multinational organizations. As we have mentioned previously, our employment rate has reached more than 96%. So my message to you is that in our university, you will have a chance to build all of those skills which employers really value, along with your academic excellence. That's why we are having internship bases in over 30 famous enterprises here in China. We are also organizing a lot of visits and extracurricular activities in enterprises for our international students. We have annual International Students Job Fair, which is being held at least 2 times per academic semester. So during one academic year, you're going to have 4 of these kind of international students job affairs, at least 4 of them. Also, we have an International Career Advisory Center, which is going to give you a few advices about maybe how to establish your own business in China, or what kind of company you can select to do internship. Also, we have International Volunteer Center, International Alumni Association. So by scanning these 2 QR codes at the bottom of the page, you can learn more about our international students' activities and some of their volunteer activities as well. And who knows, maybe in future, when you're going to become the part of our big family, you're also going to participate into these events and activities as our full-term students. So also, UIB has developed a rich and powerful extracurricular activities and promoted the comprehensive abilities of international students. We have created such organizations as 100 Students Association, which also promotes the cultural exchange between students from the different countries and different backgrounds. We have International Cultural Festival, which has been held every year. The most recent one was opened just a few days ago. On Thursday, we just had the 21st International Cultural Festival, which was held this year at UIB. Also, we have some recreational and volunteer activities for international students as well. So as you can see, our main priority is to create a safe, welcoming, and well-supervised environment for students from pretty much all different backgrounds and cultures. Our university strives to provide international students with an entire and satisfying on-campus life, with a full range of events, conferences, sports competitions, and facilities available to suit all types of interest. So I promised you to introduce you some of our most remarkable, most outstanding alumni. And in the light of that, I also would like to point out that during the last year, our school has also successfully held the 70th Anniversary International Alumni Forum. And on this picture, you can see some of our most brilliant and successful alumni coming from the 21st century. So speaking of the before 21st century, we also have a few famous alumni, which I would like to share their accomplishment with you, because their accomplishment of some of them, they have achieved a lot of success because they thrived with their educational opportunities and relentlessly were creating path that was not limited by their backgrounds. And among them, one of the most remarkable is Dr. Zdzisław Goralczyk, the ex-ambassador of Poland in China and the current advisor of Prime Minister of Poland and chairman of the Polish-Chinese Friendship Association. Professor Thomas J. Christensen, which is ex-assistant secretary of the State of America. Also, we have Mr. Peter Wilson, the ex-counselor for government affairs of UK Embassy in China and now is UK Deputy Representative to the United Nations. Mr. Wei Hui Huang, the current counselor for business affairs of Vietnam Embassy here in China. Mr. Pessoa Diniz Richardson, Brazilian Parliamentary Secretary of International Relations, and Mr. Puntil Jonjit Rakong, Deputy Minister of Commerce of the Kingdom of Thailand. So as far as you can see, we have a huge variety of pretty famous, pretty established alumni. But of course, due to the time limitations, I can't introduce each and every of our outstanding alumni who have received extremely high standards in their career, in their research, or in their personal life, but trust me, there are plenty of them. So here, in the end of today's presentation, I want you to know that the entire university is here to support, sustain, and encourage you if you would choose to study at this university. We could not be more privileged to welcome you to this vibrant learning community. It is you who makes us who we are, and we look forward to the fresh ideas and energy that you can bring to our campus. I would like to speak for the entire faculty, staff, and student community of UIB in saying that we will be happy to see you as our students in future. And I'm sure that at UIB, you will have a great time, a great experience, and even more importantly, you will be definitely really well prepared for the future career. So once again, thank you for your attention, and we can't wait to see you on our campus here at UIB. On this slide, you can find some of our social media resources such as Facebook, Instagram, X, or WeChat. By scanning the QR code on the right-hand side of this slide, you can follow our official WeChat account. And also at the bottom of the page, you can find our official website, as well as the email boxes for programs in Chinese, programs in English language, as well as language non-degree programs. So if you're going to have any further questions regarding application, regarding maybe some of the application documents or procedures, you can go ahead and get in touch with us as well. So once again, thank you for your attention, and we are looking forward to see you at UIB.